Okay, then stop what you're doing today. Because no matter how important whatever you've got planned is, you might be saving the world. You could be stopping an evil supervillain. You could be, rearranging the entire banking infrastructure of late stage capitalism. Whatever you're up to, okay, we have actually got a very important side mission, a side quest for you to be getting on with that's sort of aside from your main task. So put that aside for a moment. That can wait. But what can't wait is you've got some Press X to listen to. My name is Stefan, and with me, as ever, it's Einel. Hello, Einel. How are you today?
Hey, Steph. Hello, Press X peeps. And you know what? I love me a good side quest. Like, anytime a game gives me a side quest, I'm like, oh, go on then. Go on then.
I mainline the story, my friend.
Is it?
I am. Yeah,
I don't mind. I'm usually a mainliner, but if there's like a nice reward, if like games are really good at divvying out like really good side quest rewards, I'm all in.
Were you saving the world from an evil super villain before we doing this, or were you stopping the growth of unjust capitalism? What were you doing?
I was sorting out solar panels on my roof, so.
To be fair, it's a big job. It's a big job.
Got to keep them clean. Got to keep them clean, otherwise they can't generate. Well.
I do love the conversation we have around side quests. We should do that. Put that. Somebody write that down. Producer Dave, can you write that down? Can we come back to side quests another time?
Games, yeah.
Best side, well, because we've done it before, but it's just good. There's so many of them. We do them again. Now this week we are joined by the writer, the gaming host, and also the social media content manager for Future Games Show. You know her perhaps from IGN and from PlayStation Access. It's Amy Mallett. Hello, Amy. Welcome to the Continue Club.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I am off my face on excitement, guys. It's a Monday morning. What a way to start a show. Oh my God. I gave up dismantling late stage capitalism to be here. Yeah. So as soon as you called, I thought, nah, that can wait.
It can. I mean, you can go back to it, can't you? You can just do it later on.
Absolutely, yeah. Why put off today what you can do tomorrow?
Listen, the main quest is always going to be there. So,
This is the conversation that gamers have all the time, is that I could be doing this, or I could be doing another hour of James Bond. This is the challenges we've all been having recently.
Oh my God, yeah. It's that productivity crush, isn't it? You just think, I could be doing something really important, but I'm going to do a bit more taxing on James Bond. Those escalation missions aren't going to do themselves, are they?
They're not going to do it themselves. Nobody's going to flirt with Moneypenny, if I'm not doing it. Now, Amy, would you want to be? It's an important question before we start. Welcoming you into the Press X to Continue family. Do you want to be a member of the Continue Club, or do you want to be an Exy Beast? Which one would you like to be?
Obviously, an Exy Beast.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that a question?
Well, some people.
It's a quantic dream game. I feel like I've just chosen the wrong dialogue option.
You've gone down a path, and everyone will remember it.
You're gonna have a bad ending now.
Oh, no.
That's it.
Reload. Let me make that decision
no
again.
safes coming around here.
So I'm a member of both because I like to hedge my bets. A lot of people like being an Exy Beast, although some people in public find saying that they're an Exy Beast a bit tricky. So that's why some opt for the Continue Club. But
some of us go for a Continue Clubber.
Yeah, some of the professional types amongst us. Well, Amy, look, it's lovely to have you. Thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you, guys.
We start every episode with our unsung hero game. So these are, if this is your... I always sometimes think every episode is someone's first episode. So if this is your first episode, welcome into the Continue Club. It's very welcoming here. We try to look after people. We start every episode with an unsung hero game, which are basically games that maybe didn't get the plaudits they deserved at the time. And so we are now giving them a platform to celebrate their brilliance. Now, because why not? Because we can. And we've had a range of titles on there from Full Spectrum Warrior to Cricket Captain. So it's a real range. It's a real mixed bag in the unsung hero games.
Mixed bag.
Okay, it's like walking in a CX and looking at that old that list of games that used to be there.
Listen, we're not here to judge. If it's not unsung,
it's unsung. So Amy, what is your unsung hero game, please?
So I am bringing to the table Beyond Good and Evil, which if people follow me, they will probably be sick to the back teeth of me talking about. But I think unsung for this one is so prevalent because it lives in the shadow of the fact that it's been 18 years of a sequel being in development. And I think the game itself gets lost under the weight of like, what the hell is happening with a sequel? I think people know more about the fact that there's been 18 years of a sequel that we've never gotten from Ubisoft than they do about the original game. It is marketed quite a lot as sci-fi Zelda, which I think like sold instantly. That should be enough to have you like absolutely smashing that button. But it's a brilliantly dark. It was the first game I played that felt grown up. I think it was my transition game between like Spyro the Dragon and Crash into sort of like more mature games. And it's a whole conspiracy. So this planet is basically being attacked by aliens from outer space. And there's an army on board the planet who are meant to be protecting the civilians. And you play as a reporter, sort of like a journalist. So kind of, Steph, you know what? There's a little bit of a crossover there.
Well, you had me. I'm sort of
sold.
into this now. Yeah.
And as you start to you're helping obviously to like defend your family from this alien threat, you start to realize that maybe the people who are protecting you always seem to arrive on the scene of the crime just after the attack or just after someone's been kidnapped, not quite soon enough to intervene. And you start to realize that actually there is a conspiracy in which, you know, the people who are meant to be protecting you might actually be on the side of the bad guys. So it's up to you to unravel that. So your weapon is your camera. You have to go into all these places, take pictures of what you see, make sure that you kind of work with like an underground organization to publish the stuff so that the populace rises up. It's a brilliant storyline. And I think the heroine, Jade, who I've got tattooed on my arm.
That is cool. That's a great tattoo as well. Look at that.
My God. I love her so much. I think what I loved about her growing up was that she was kind of, I think a lot of women in games or female characters, particularly female leads in games, around the time that like sort of the 90s and noughties were very like either quite sexualized in lots of ways or they were sort of like very feminine. And I really loved Jade because she's super androgynous and she's such a badass.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I very much fell in love with it for that reason. And a 20th anniversary edition of the game came out recently. It is brilliant. The voice acting still holds up. The visuals. I mean, it was on GameCube and PS2. So we're not talking like super, super retro, but yeah, for a lot of people listening to this, particularly if they're like a lot younger than we are, it might be like, oh, PS2, that's going to look dated. But the 20th anniversary version has been polished nicely and it looks really good.
And the sequel is coming out when?
I'm so glad you asked.
Sorry, have I accidentally, is that a faux pas?
Put 50p in the back of me, that did stare for. No, it's weird. It's really weird because, I mean, it was announced so long ago. And recently we actually, as part of the Future Game Show, we interviewed a producer from Ubisoft about Rayman Legends, the new Rayman game that's getting remade of Legends.
Yeah.
And he actually, midway through the interview, just kind of went, so I'm not going to do the French accent, but it was gloriously French. I mean, oh my God, he had the best voice ever. And he said, the core team at the moment, we're working on Beyond Good and Evil 2 at the moment. And then he sort of like, you could tell in his voice, he was like, oh, should I have said that? And for the last like few years, Ubi have been issuing press statements left, right and center going, it's not dead. It's not dead. We promise it's alive. It's well. But as my friend said the other day, it does feel a little bit like working on Beyond Good and Evil 2 is like mafia code for like Gone to the Farm. Do you know what I mean? Like if everyone's working on Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's like they've been shipped off somewhere and you're not allowed to see them ever again. They're as off-grid as I know right now with solar panels.
They off-grid.
They're off-grid, exactly. They are sleeping with the Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with it, but it's a weird one. I don't even know if I would want what the sequel could become because there've been lots of rumors it being sort of a big open world thing and the original was very linear. But yeah, who knows? I just think it lives very much in the shadow of that strange. Yeah,
it's such an iconic game for only one entry in the franchise as well. That's like what I mean. It's because I played the HD remaster they did on, I think it was like Xbox 360.
Xbox 360,
yeah, and that was really good. And as you say, like Jade is a fantastic character. Wicked. I just like going around just taking pictures. I'm a photo mode kind of guy. So
exactly, it was photo mode, pre-photo mode as well. This was like the first time a camera mechanic was really implemented in that way. It's awesome.
People are a little bit nervous, of course, because of, I guess, the whole, was it Skull and Bones? That was a Ubisoft experience, right? That didn't quite, on paper, I can remember talking about it before, I love pirates.
Yeah.
it's a pirate game. It should have been ticking all of my boxes.
And
but
they
I
made
think
Black Flag as well.
exactly, which is amazing. So I think, yeah, maybe actually what you could say is the fact that we're not hearing anything is actually a good thing, because you don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. Actually, you're better off saying, when it's ready, here it is. Hey, voila! Isn't it amazing?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, Beyond Good and Evil, good shout for that, and the tattoo is
and I have to say, big up the developers, because they have kept that secret so long. Do you know how hard it is to keep these NDAs secret? And they've been decades.
Leaks are everywhere. Leaks are everywhere. 18 years. Like, there will have been kids that have been born when that was delayed who are now old enough to, like, you know, going to uni and stuff. Like, it's mad. So, I hope they're cooking something great. I've got faith.
Other unsung heroes that have come in via the Discord, Magica Mush has been on to say, I've been meaning to say this for a while. I should have said it before, but my unsung hero game is, and you've actually just mentioned it, Amy, is Rayman Legends, specifically on the Wii U.
Wii U,
it had such
the Wii U version
Wii U
is the
defenders
only
over here.
version. The only version.
It had such a unique and worthwhile use of the Wii U gamepad. It was also one of those few games that made my dad stop in his tracks when he heard me playing the mariachi version of Eye of the Tiger. And it also happened again when I played the Black Betty song level 2. I think a game like this can evoke joy, even from non-players, plus it puts which puts it in a unique tier of its own. A very thoughtful message, actually. A lot of description in there. We love that. And good shout for Rayman Legends. I'm sort of excited for Rayman to come back. Rayman was one of my, on the PS1.
Yeah.
Was when I sort of, one of the opening games that sort of got me into the PS1 sort of era of gaming, I suppose. I loved the fact that he had his little floating hands. And I think I learned at the time how a character levels up, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you had different skills. All of a sudden, you've got a little helicopter thing with your hands or whatever. And that was sort of my experience of that, because I didn't play a load of Mario growing up.
I was the same, Steph. That's really interesting, because I feel like I missed Mario completely as a kid. And I had to admit the other day to my colleagues that I hadn't played a mainline Mario game. And they looked at me like I'd shot a child or something. It was very kind of like, oh my God, that is like, how could you not have played Mario? But I genuinely, I missed him, you know.
I think I played more Rayman than I had of the Marios up until that point, until 64. And then that sort of changed. But yes, Rayman Legends, great shout.
Good shout,
And also, just to show sort of a little peek behind the curtain here for all you Press X listeners, we just had a message on the Discord as we're recording, coincidentally, from Evs, who says, there is an article here that has been written for me, Einel, in the Metro that I need to go and read as soon as we're done with this record. And the title is, How to Be a Dad and a Gamer and Still Get a Good Night's Sleep. I am bookmarking that right now, Evs. Thank you very much for that. I will be reading as soon
as homepage.
Just got to work first. Got to do these. We're working here, you know. Got to work first. Press X to Continue is proudly sponsored by you. That is right. If you want more Press X content, then hop over to our socials and see how you can support us and see how you can help us keep the content coming out. You can access live streams, bonus episodes, behind the scenes content, and even, if you're feeling fancy, some Press X to Continue merch. Right, okay, before we go any further, let's have some trivia in our eyeballs, earballs.
Oh, I'm so
just have
nervous
some
about
trivia
this.
on the show.
I've only got one of these right so far. Only one.
They're quite tricky, aren't they, Amy, to be fair?
They are. They really are.
Now, if you want to put a niche gaming fact into the Discord, there's a channel for it. And then me and Einel and our guests are going to try and answer your niche gaming fact. Because what happens is a lovely, brilliant, clever production team, they turn your niche fact into a question and then we try and answer it on the podcast. And then, thanks to the help of Yes, Andy, No, we've turned that into a jazzy leaderboard, which is all very exciting. This week's question, Einel and Amy, welcome along to the Press X Trivia.
Who wants to be a continuaire?
What links the game Portal with the 2013 film Pacific Rim and probably, it says in brackets, the 2017 film The Shape of Water?
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, snap.
Okay, snap.
what
Yeah.
links-
I've seen both of
Portal.
those films. I just can't remember the plots for any of them.
With Pacific Rim and The Shape of Water.
As I love The Shape of Water. Guillermo del Toro. I love The Shape of Water. The
Won the
first
Oscar,
thing,
didn't it? win
Yeah,
Oscar?
I think so.
We
Yeah.
had Ali Plum on a couple of weeks ago, and here we are talking about Oscar films, eh?
Oh, Ali. The first thing that popped into my head is that the voice of GLaDOS in Portal, I'm pretty sure also did something in Pacific Rim. But you know how you say something out loud and you're like, did I dream that?
Is she like the voice of the AI in the robots?
Inside the mechs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. In my head, that feels right.
That
But then I
sounds
don't
good.
know what the Shape of Water connection would be.
Same.
I don't know.
I can't even remember the film. I remember something about dancing in the water or something like that.
Yeah, it's the merman type creature
That's
that she finds.
She falls in love with, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast, but mermaids.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Beauty and the Beast, but make it mermaids.
Yeah. It's like Avatar is Pocahontas, but on another planet, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. These sort of genres always get kind of remade. Yeah.
Okay, it's a great question. So thank you very
that
much
is
to
good.
Fino, who put that into the secret Discord channel that we can't see and we're not bitter about at all. You know, we're not annoyed about that at all. That's fine. The secret channel on our own Discord, Amy.
Honestly,
There we
It
are.
shouldn't even be illegal.
you shouldn't.
You know what?
No.
I
Shouldn't
actually
be legal.
wonder if we look at the terms and conditions. I know. There might
There's a
be.
loophole in there
Admin,
somewhere.
You should be able to see all the channels
All.
in your channel.
All of them. Anyway, Fino, thank you very much for your question. We will give you our answers at the end. Amy looks confident. She looks confident.
That's a good shout,
It's
though,
all a
Amy.
lie.
That is
Much
a
like
good
the cake,
shout.
it's all a lie.
Right, let's get into the meat of our episode then, because
Yes.
it has been not E3 recently. So basically, Summer Games Fest, and a bunch of announcements were made. Of all the announcements
So
were made,
many.
so many announcements. Amy, you were out there actually as part of your job. What was your main takeaway from that period of gaming life?
I think we should call it Hot Game Summer. I think it should be rebranded to Hot Game Summer. But in general, I mean, it was great. It was really fun. I went out to Jeff's show. You know how we used to watch, because I used to have E3 parties back in the day. I'm sure you guys did too, where like you and all your nerdy friends would kind of get a pizza in and you'd all sit and watch E3 together and get excited. And you'd have a bingo card. So you'd sort of be like, oh, it's going to be Half-Life 3 this year.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. We were in the audience and there was a guy in front of me who is always, you always hear him on the E3 trailer announcements, but I didn't ever imagine I'd see him in real life. And he's the guy that goes, wow, and claps like insanely loud for everything. When Street Fighter got announced with Tifa as a playable character, he went, Tifa, wow! And I was like, oh my God, this guy's real. I thought he must be a plant. He's got to be some sort of like stooge that Jeff has like slipped a tenner to sit in the front and scream really loudly. But no, it was brilliant. The atmosphere in the room was awesome because I think
Jeff that you're referring to, that is Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley, yes.
Yeah, Keighley,
Yes.
who basically is the sort of the producer, if you will, of a lot of the show that announces a lot of the titles, right? And he also does the big Game Awards
Game
at the end
Awards,
of the Game Awards at the end
yes.
of Christmas. Of course, this used to be all under one umbrella.
It did, yeah.
And an event called E3. We're not going to spend our time relitigating why we think that the loss of that event is sad, because A, it makes us sound old, and B, we've done it a million times already. But what of all the announcements, because there's so many out there, I mean, part of the difficulty of this is that there are announcements going left, right and centre, and it's hard to keep across all of them. But of all the things we saw, Inel, what was the one that you were like, yes, thank you, I love the look of that? Okay,
You know, there's like over
Three.
200
Give me
games.
three.
Okay, give me a few. I mean, look, my list here that I've got on my little notes, there are so many I've written
Choose
down.
one
So-
out of 200.
no, okay, give me a few then.
I really liked the look of Wolverine. I thought Wolverine looked great because it was the first time I got to see gameplay. I was like, yeah, it's not too deep, but it's the sort of game that I was expecting. I like, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Nintendo when they showed Ocarina of Time, remake that looks really like we got a few seconds of it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm hyped for that. Fire Emblem, I'm actually hyped for as well. I'm recently became like a Fire Emblem fan. That looked good, but there's too many games, Steph. Because I think I watched the Summer Game Mix Showcase, the indie shows. I watched Black Voices in Gaming Showcase, the State of Play Showcase. Cozy Game Showcase. I watched that.
This is stupid though. This is the problem. This is the problem. This is stupid.
It's silly.
I was
It's stupid.
wishlisting like a million different games. I'm like, yeah, wishlist that, wishlist that. But then I can't remember any of them.
Well, this is it. This is the problem. And Amy, I know we had a little chat about this before we got recording, and I don't want to bring it down because there's loads of good stuff in there. I've written down Alien Isolation 2. Looks, yes. I mean, I was so scared I didn't play much of the first one, but I'm glad that they're bringing a second one back.
I don't think anyone finished it, Steve. Don't worry.
It's
too scary.
I was so scared of that game, honestly.
We had Barney Banks on a few weeks ago talking about how much he loved Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi is back.
Yes,
Love that. Loved that. I thought the Gears of War E-Day, which is sort of a prequel to Gears of War, that looked really cool. And I thought Xbox did quite well this week. But our problem, we're talking about this, Amy, I don't want to be negative, Nancy, but like, if you're competing with a Summer World Cup with loads of other stuff going on.
Yeah.
And because you got all these events all over the place, all the time, there's too much happening.
Yeah.
There's list articles, and that, like someone wrote a list article today, the 35 best games to come out of this period.
I saw that. It was The Guardian, wasn't it? Yeah.
And a brilliant article, but what normal person who doesn't live and breathe games can stay across all of this stuff?
It's not possible.
Things going to get lost.
Possible. Yeah.
And it's like, it's a problem for the industry. I don't want to, if he wants to get bigger and wants to get more mainstream people who play games now and again to follow it, if you just get bombarded with just stuff, you just lose it all.
Yeah,
I can't keep across, and it's sort of my job.
Exactly. No, I literally, when I came back from Summer Game Fest, my sort of like jet lagged day was just catching up with all the stuff that I'd missed. And yeah, I work, like you say, I live and breathe
and
it.
You were there.
Yeah, literally, I saw one in person, but like I hadn't seen the Xbox showcase, I hadn't seen the Nintendo showcase, because that happened on the Tuesday, didn't it, that we got back. But like, I think Steph made a really good analogy a minute ago, and I just was like, yes. If Glastonbury was just splintered into like a million, like all the acts were in different places, and it's so fragmented and hard to keep track of. But yeah, I think in general, just for the industry, even if you do manage to keep up on it, we're not going to be able to play all these games. So it's like the saturation of it all is worrying, isn't it? It almost feels like you kind of want to be like, stop making them just for a minute so I can like catch up with everything.
I tell you what, there was the Cozy Game Fest did a really good thing.
Yeah.
They kept reiterating like throughout, like, don't worry if you're being bombarded with games. We've curated the list of all the games that are in our thing here, and you can click on this link, and then you can like wish list them all. And I was like,
that's really cool.
All of them should do that. They all tell you to pre-order and all of those things. But like, just give me a web page with everything you've just listed.
Yeah. We do it for
links.
Future Game Show. Do it as a Steam page, which I think is handy. We have all of our Steam stuff together. We try to anyway, because I think that makes it easier for people.
But it's funny because at the same time, people have criticised this generation of games console for not having enough games, and then we're now saying there's too much stuff. So it's not about that there's too much stuff. It's about the way you tell people about the stuff. If you cram it all into 1 week and but everybody focuses on this 1 week, they don't. There's too much stuff out there, and people have got life going on, and they miss it. Like some of my mates are big superhero fans. They play. They've got a console in the corner of the room, but they're not like up to date with it. They might listen to this to help boost our numbers, but you know what I mean. They're not like massively across it. They missed Wolverine. Because there's just so much.
Blink and it's gone.
Blink and it's gone.
Yeah,
but Amy, I did not mean to derail this to get all on my high horse and be all negative. What did you see that you thought, I cannot wait to play that?
Oh my gosh. So Gears of War E-Day that you mentioned, absolutely. Yeah. I've played through every single Gears of War with my best mate Ben on the hardest difficulty. Yeah. Gears of War is my
That's
absolute. Oh my God. I know.
Hey, tell everybody how good Gears 5 is, because people don't know.
Is amazing. They're all amazing. But Gears 5, is phenomenal. I really want them to bring back Horde mode. I want them to bring back like classic Horde mode where you and your mates just like last stand up against like waves and waves of locusts. Honestly, just give me those big men wearing cars running around with chainsaw guns. Gears of War is absolutely fantastic. I think one that a lot of people are going to sleep on is Blood Message. And I think the reason for that, like great points that you guys just made about it all being one huge wave of stuff that gets lost. But Blood Message is the one that looks, so it's like I think it's feudal. It's either feudal Japan or it's East Asia setting, and it's sort of a historical period during a war. It basically plays like God of War. So the whole thing is one continuous long exploration into areas where there are no breaks. You know, the cutscenes seamlessly integrate into the gameplay. It looks really, really stunning. But we've had quite a lot of games like Black Myth Wukong and Rise of the Ronin over the years that have sort of used that East Asian sort of historical setting. So I feel like it might get lost, but that one I think is going to be really, really good from what I've heard whispers of. God of War Lao Fei. You excited about God of War?
Yeah.
Very much so. Of course, this is it's you play as Faye, who is Kratos' his wife in God of War 4 and God of War Ragnarok. I mean, it looks interesting.
I thought the presentation of it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. I did, yeah. It's so funny seeing Jack Quaid as a gelatinous cube, though, isn't it?
Yes. I'm like, bring him. When he was joining in on the fights, I was like, yes, that's exactly what I want from a cube.
Yeah.
I always think that, I always think, what do I want from a cube? Have you seen the mocap photo of him?
No. Is he in a suit?
God. So, you know those viral videos where cats and dogs get their head stuck in a bin lid? And they like run around the house and there's always someone like, what did you do? And the dog's like got its head stuck in the lid of a bit. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like he went bin diving and he's got stuck he's wearing like a frame. It's really interesting to capture this cube. That was not on my bingo card, was Jack Quaid playing Jelana's cube.
We had Alex Wilton Regan on with us a couple of months ago, talking about being Lara Croft, and we saw the new Tomb Raider. I thought it was a really nice blend of new, but also like a nod to the original in a sense that you could see. I don't know if you felt the same, Einar, but I could see the parallels. I could see the inspiration of it, but brought to like a modern day.
Oh, definitely.
Audience.
It looks incredible, but like it also reminded me that we saw so many remakes. So many remasters, so many remakes. And I'm like, I want to go back, but there's also all these new ones as well. It's like I'm in my mind, I'm trying to justify because I want to go back to these old games like Ocarina and Tomb Raider and things. But there's so many like amazing games. Like even a friend of the show and in the Discord, McDougall's had a game, Rogue Eclipse, that we've got announced that Black Voices in Gaming, like his game got announced there, and I've played a little bit of it.
Wait, big
fantastic.
shout out! I did not know that. Big shout out to McDougall in the Discord. Is there a game announced?
That's amazing. Oh, congratulations!
But I was like, I can't wait to play those. But then I'm like, I was like, they got Halo's coming. Oh, God. Combat Evolved again. I mean,
again, it would be rude not to. Here's the thing, actually. Do you guys? Oh, sorry, I was going to say.
No, you go.
Do you guys get that feeling of, when a remake comes out? Do you think, I can't possibly play that again because it's a game I've already played? Do you kind of get that almost
all the time?
Yeah, and you feel like you're wasting in a way because you've got other games you've never touched.
But at the same time, I haven't played the recent Metal Gear remix.
Delta and then yes.
And I, Metal Gear is one of the games that got me big into games in the first place. I've been fortunate to go out to Japan and see the studio where it was all made and all that stuff. And I've not done it because I feel like, there's other things I want to experience. Now, if there was a new game, and I can't tell you exactly what happens in the story of Metal Gear, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure Kojima can, to be honest.
If anybody can. So it's not as if I'm like, I'm going to replay those story beats again. It's not that. It's more, I don't know. I just feel like there are other things I want to experience. But if there was a new game in the series that it's expanded on, I would play it. Now, that doesn't make any sense, really, but I do take your point. I think I might play the Ocarina of Time remake.
Yes.
Because it's been so long since I played Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Because absolutely. I'm not as... Zelda is, for me, and in fact, sneak peek to one of our top 5 episodes are coming up, a Zelda game might be in one of the top 5s that I'm talking about on our Patreon channel soon. Is it for a good reason or is it for a bad reason? Time will only tell. So Zelda hasn't got this hold on me like it has other people. I played it, loved it, thought it was great, but I've moved on from it. And I haven't played it for like, I don't know, what is it, 20, 25 years, something like that, even more. So I'm interested in that one, I know.
Well, it's for a long time. But the thing is, though, like a lot of these games, they've been re-released, remastered, and all sorts so many times before. Because like Ocarina of Time has been released so many times before. Like every Nintendo console since the N64 has had a version of Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time, yeah.
But then everyone got hyped when we saw another version. We're like, yeah, new one.
they're,
Like,
they're selling snow to the Eskimos and we're buying it. Buying it, baby.
Yeah. I reshared someone's video on Instagram who I didn't know who he was, this streamer. It was a lovely video. He was crying. Like it got emotional when he saw it. Like it's like, oh, that's sweet. That's cool. But so what else? So I hadn't clocked the remake stuff final until you put it out like that.
So many, man. So many.
Speaking of, Spyro's back after 19 years.
Spyro's back. So, okay, how do we feel then about Spyro being back, Gears of War being back, Rayman being back, Final Fantasy VII being back, as opposed to the remakes?
Oh, I mean, Spyro being back is an interesting one. It's been 19 years since the last mainline sort of Spyro game, not obviously, the reignited trilogy. I think, I loved Spyro growing up. And I can see that being something fresh. Final Fantasy VII, again, doesn't really feel like it is a remake, obviously, but they've done so much different with it. And I think Square have played without spoiling any part of the story, they've played a very clever hand where they've almost created a new entry into the franchise, because it's the same story as 7 was, but they've added in some new stuff that we don't really know now what to expect as long-term fans. Yeah. So there is something new for us there because they've messed with it a little bit. So it still feels like there's something new to discover. Gears of War is just going to be brand new, isn't it? And we've never seen Emergence Day. We've never seen the day that ended everything.
We heard about it.
We've heard about it a lot, exactly. They never shut up about it, but in a really cool way that it's this like ominous thing that you never see. You only ever hear Dom and Marcus talk about it. So yeah.
But it's odd though, because I think it's definitely a reaction to what's been happening in the industry lately. Because like all these remakes, they're all safe bets. They're all franchise that people really love. And and when there's been so many layoffs and there's been so many studios getting shut down, everyone's playing it safe.
Absolutely.
Everyone's playing it safe.
Yeah. It's a safe bet, isn't it?
Well, I just think, the last year we had, what was it, Concord was like a new IP, big bust.
God, yeah.
Like mega bust. I think you've had, definitely people are trying to reach for the low-hanging fruit a little bit. But like you say, they're selling snow to the Eskimos.
Highguard as well.
Yeah. Highguard. I forgot about Highguard.
Yeah, God. That
lasted.
That was a couple months ago, bro.
Yeah.
I think it lasted less than Concord? Around the same, yeah.
About a month it lasted, I think.
Yeah. Wild.
I think Until Dawn 2 looked really cool.
Yes.
Yeah. I was kind of into that.
Very up for that.
Yeah. I tell you that. So 2 ones that I like the look of, but I'm just gonna but I don't know. I need to look more into it. But on first viewing, I thought you would like this, Ainel. The reveal trailer for Gen Atlas.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, the game.
For me, Raider.
Yeah, Raider. So Ico, Shadow of Colossus, The Last Guardian. And he's come back with his sci-fi number, which looks incredible.
Fumito Ueda, yes.
Fumito Ueda, absolute king. I can't wait.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got a back catalogue. So if you've not played any of his games before, check out either Ico or Shadow of the Colossus or The Last Guardian.
He can't do no wrong.
He can't. I mean, The Last Guardian, the creatures in The Last Guardian are so beautiful and like it's so brilliantly Japanese. If you, like in a game sense, it's amazing. So this Gen Atlas is like a sci-fi twist from him, which I think is really interesting. And then also, did you see this one that piqued my interest because the way of the visual style of it? It was called Into the Wind, a PC game where you sort of like it's a cartoon aesthetic and you're flying around different places. It just piqued my interest for some reason. So Into the Wind, I think I'd mention in there as well as
Into
games
the Wind.
Keep
nice. I've missed that one completely. So there we go. We've proved our own point.
Shout out Frankie as well. She did a great job on there.
She smashed it.
Yeah, massive shout out to all the people from our PressX family that were out there representing, doing such a good job. Also, we missed. This is the problem.
Prove your own point.
The new stuntman.
Yes.
Bring it
my
back.
God.
I missed that.
Yes, the new
Yeah,
Stuntman.
with movie licenses.
Back to the Future. You can play Back to the Future.
in the DeLorean. Yes.
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 It's so good.
See, so many.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's tied to, we were talking about this at work, it's tied to Universal and like NBC. So I don't know if we're going to get like the Blues Brothers maybe added to that. There's a lot of licenses under that umbrella that they could go with. I wanted to ask you guys, what movie scene would you like to play in Stuntman? Because I'd go for the Jurassic Park T-Rex chase, I think.
Oh, no, there's only one
I think they
choice.
have to have the Back to the Future chasing the train. Have
From
that.
part 3. Yeah.
Gotta have that.
It's got to be the Italian Job. Driving the Mini Coopers and then the bus to get out to the city, and then at the end the bus is teetering over the edge, and do you save it?
I'm trying to think. Did you have to do that in the Italian Job game? Because I remember there was like a PS2 game. I can't
Oh, there
remember.
was, there was like a tie-in.
I can't remember if
Hello.
they had.
Chat amongst yourselves.
I actually don't know. I'd also really love it if they did
there was an Italian Job game.
There was an Italian Job game.
I don't know if you had to.
Well, yeah, I guess so, but it wouldn't be as good as now, would it?
Was it PS2? What was it on?
I
think it was
released in 2002.
There we
Still
go.
available.
Yeah.
we are.
There you go. Know what Steph's playing at the weekend.
That would have been a tie-in with the movie. There was a movie like a
Yeah, the re-release, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Well, so many things that came out of that.
That's the
I
difficulty.
I don't know what it. I don't know if it's good to know that these exciting things are coming.
Indeed. Well, and not just that, Steph. A lot of those titles that we saw, I'd say a good 25% of them are coming out this year.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they're currently straddling GTA, aren't they? They've got one leg in September and one leg in February.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fable as well.
Oh, Fable looks so good.
my
Haley
God,
Atwell
Fable
as the
look-
villain.
Really? I was like, yes. She's
Oh
a
my God.
fantastic actress. And I was like, oh, this monologue is fantastic, but it's going somewhere different because the tone is different to the rest of the game. And then I was like, she's the antagonist. Yes.
I think they've done such a good job with Fable. By the
Big
way,
up
I think it's
Haley.
going to be. I mean, they pushed it back to give it enough time to let it cook. It's
Yep.
going to be. I think
Well,
Fable
they
is going
pushed
to be
it back for GTA.
I think maybe they might have done, yeah. But I also agree, like, let it cook. I think after Cyberpunk, we've all learnt the lesson. Like, if things need longer in the oven, give them longer in the oven.
Yeah, because you only get one shot at releasing it, don't you?
Exactly.
And I think it's going to be fantastic. And I think Xbox actually had a pretty good couple of weeks. You think Gears of War gets people going, although Gears 5 didn't get the love it deserved. You know, it was good. They've gone back to more of an exclusives style, which I think is interesting. And actually, I'm here for that.
State of Decay 3.
State of Decay 3. Clockwork Revolution as well looks really good. Sort of a Bioshock Dishonored vibe with that one. Yeah. They've really gone back, haven't they? Walked back the exclusives thing. I think the new CEO, Asha Sharma, is really like, she's making moves on the idea of like, look, if things remain healthy with the company, then you will be seeing more exclusives again. It makes sense.
It just competition leads and sort of drives standards up, doesn't it? Makes you want to be better, or makes you want to do something that the other people aren't. And it's not to say that that's not going to be true of all games, but it's nice to have some things that are just like the thing that you like, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's could make sense.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Right, we could just be back and forth, just talking, shouting
We've
names
covered
of
like
things out.
5% of the games that have been in it.
Yeah, we have. We've covered a solid 7% at most.
Yeah. And so what we've done, because that, and partly I blame myself for this, for just having a mild rant in the middle about how stupid all of this is. We're going to be talking about James Bond First Light because we've all played it, but what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that in next week's episode because Amy's back with us for next week, so we're pushing that back to next week, okay, because that deserves time as well. Right, we've got that deserves a bit of time in the spotlight because it's been a big title, lots of people playing it, excited about it, and we've all played it, so we'll talk about that next week. Now, you might have seen this already, you might have already heard at the start of the podcast, we have launched our Patreon recently. We love making Press X. I and myself, we've done 100 episodes now since relaunching, I know, which is exciting. There's loads of work that goes on to making the show and making it accessible and making it as good as it is behind the scenes, and so we're trying to keep that going. thing. And so we're asking listeners who feel that they're able to and in a position to support our Patreon. Nothing's going to change. If you're not in a position to do that, that is cool. There's still going to be an episode every Tuesday for you for free as ever. But for supporters, there are a range of extras. There's a couple of monthly top 5 episodes that we do. We're going to be doing our first live stream very soon right now for our patrons, which is going to be interesting, shall we say. We're yet to decide on a game. Actually, we'll talk about that after. So look, if you want to be involved in the Continue Club, then just go and find the links to our Patreon are all on social. Go and find it, and if you can contribute, then we would absolutely love that. So come and join us there in the Patreon. We've had this in for the Discord. Cloud Silver has been on to say, well, for the rest of us millennial parents out there, can we get Steph's list of games that I've actually managed to play?
Look at that.
And so, Cloud Silver, what we're going to do is I'm going to put a list in the Discord. So by the time you're listening to this, there will be a link in the Discord of all the games I've been able to play. I actually finished a game the other day.
What, the mowing the lawn game? Was it the mowing the lawn game?
It wasn't the mowing the lawn game. It's a game I first started, I think, back in 2017.
Oh my God.
So because I played it and loved it. And then on the Switch 2, I was trying to find a game to play on the train. And I started playing a game called Golf Story on the Switch, which is a lovely golf RPG game. I didn't finish it before. The credits have rolled. I tell you what, I was on the train. I was guessing, I couldn't tell anyone. I was up for it.
You know what? We should
As a
do.
random stranger, I finished the story.
I just finished it. It's so good.
We should do real life achievements, and we should like make each other badges. Like, I finished this game. And then we
So
can like
cute.
wear it. Like, I finished that.
I was so
The credits
pleased.
rolled.
Credits
well
rolled
done.
badge.
And the last tournament, I breezed through it because I remembered how to play before, and it was really good.
He was OP.
I was OP. I mean, I was pretty. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was pretty good at that game. But the last level, oh my God, it took me the journey up and the journey back. To Manchester from Cardiff to complete the bloody thing. It took me ages. Anyway,
It's
so
done.
yes,
Switch was on fire.
So Cloud Silver, I will put that list in the Discord. Good short games that you can play. Right, so the big question from today's show as we wrap things up. Our producers scheme behind our back, Amy, and they provide us a question based on what we've been talking about in the episode today. And the question is this. While developers go to work on Beyond Good and Evil 2, it turns out that the afterlife is the world from your game history. If you've been good, what world is your heaven? If you've been bad, what world is your hell?
Oh my God, what a brilliant question.
Yeah.
Question.
What a brilliant question.
Do you know, heaven would have to be like the storybook world from like Yoshi's Island.
Oh,
like
that's so
like how
cute.
cutesy and like colourful everything is. Blue skies, dancing flowers. Yeah, all that.
I wish I could do as good an impression as Donald Glover, but I cannot.
He
Yours
gets
is
paid
really
the
good right
bucks
now.
to do that. No, listen, Donald Glover's on a different level.
He is. He really is. Oh my gosh.
It's a good show. So I think
Great
the Animal
question.
Crossing island would be a good
Oh,
place as a
yeah,
heaven.
that's a good one.
Do a bit of
Yeah.
fishing, do a bit of
Depends how
gardening.
good your island is, though, Steph.
Yeah, ignore Tom Nook, ignore him.
Yeah, would the afterlife cost me 20,000 bells per chance? Like, or would I get to live
always
it for
there.
free?
He's always there.
And I think the hell, I'm trying to find the official name of it, but I think it would be Helheim, which is the realm of the dead from the God of
yeah,
God of War.
remake.
Yes.
Well, not the remake, the God of War 4.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking-
actual hell.
Yeah,
What's
absolutely.
what's the Diablo place? Because that just feels
I think
evil.
that is that just hell? I think it might
That's
be.
just
Yeah, I
hell.
think it might be hell. I actually don't know what
That's
the world
just
of Diablo
hell.
is. But like Doom as well. I was thinking Doom Eternal. Like that is just hell. It is absolutely hell.
No one's making it through like teenage years through the internet.
No, maybe
making it.
Abe's Odyssey, like, when they're just like, they're putting all the Madokans into the
That
food.
was such a good world. That they
Such a good
created.
world.
So Diablo is set in the mortal realm known as Sanctuary.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There we are.
it weren't Sanctuary.
Did not feel like it. No, not any sanctuary. No. So great question. Okay,
that was a good one. I like that.
Right. So let's have a go at our trivia answer then. So this is thanks again to Fino for this question in the Discord. What links the game Portal with the 2013 film Pacific Rim and probably the 2017 film The Shape of Water?
The probably's weird, isn't it? The probably's throwing me off.
Now, you went actor, didn't you?
I think it might be, I can't think of her surname, but I think it's Ellen, her first name. But the actor who plays GLaDOS, the AI, I think they might be the malevolent AI in Pacific Rim as well. I don't know.
I think Amy might be right on that.
Oh, I don't know.
Amy sounds right. I feel bad for piggybacking entirely on the back of Amy. So I'm going to go over the same answer, but I'm going to change it from the voice actor. I'm going to say, was Stephen Merchant somehow involved? Because he's in Portal.
Yeah, but
He's in Portal 2 though, isn't he?
It's 2. He went in the first one.
Yeah, he's not in the first one. But that again, that's a really good shout.
That's what I mean. In the first one, there's only GLaDOS.
Only GLaDOS. Yeah.
There's only GLaDOS there. Or the Cube.
Or the Cube. Jack Quaid's there.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah, he loves it.
Do you reckon they told him he was going to be a cube, or do you reckon he just found out in the trailer?
When he went in to do the motion capture, they say he saw some wicked character, and it's like, yeah.
He thinks he's a barbarian big lad.
How bad do you feel, Lionel, if we piggyback on Amy's answer?
Oh, I'll piggyback it all day.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a tip here for Amy. Maybe keep your thoughts to yourself till the bitter end.
Maybe
Because we're going to copy you.
You're going to lock in with me.
You know what? I feel bad about that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say.
I'm more than happy, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong.
Okay, I'm out. I'm going to say that somebody's worked. It's definitely somebody's worked on all of them, isn't it? I'm going to say just like the composer. I'm going to say that the composer was the same on all of them, right? That's what I'm saying.
Alexandre Desplat. I can't think of his...
Good knowledge, Amy.
I know.
With that off the top of your head.
I tell you what it is. I love the Shape of Water soundtrack. I listen to it quite a lot. Yeah.
So I'm saying that it's the composer just because. And the answer is... the voice actor, Ellen McLean, was the voice of GLaDOS in the game. Director Guillermo del Toro is a huge fan of Portal, and for Pacific Rim, he had Ellen McLean provide the voice of the AI.
Oh my God. Yes, get in. I'm not competitive, I promise.
No, it seems... This is where the probably comes in. It seems like McLean's voice is also used for a similar role in The Shape of Water, also by Guillermo del Toro, but it's uncredited and never been confirmed.
I see.
So, Amy, congratulations on getting that right. You enter the leaderboard in 10th place, which is very good. Einel, you are now up to 4th. I am staying in 3rd.
Thank you, Amy.
That's all right, my friend. Piggyback.
So that is it for this episode of Press X to Continue. Don't forget to get involved by messaging us on social media. If you want more Press X to Continue, then you can get our top 5 episodes every month. You can access our live streams by being in the Discord. There is a link somewhere nearby. Click on that link and
check it out because we've got some good ones on there already.
And like I say, I will tease Zelda Breath of the Wild will come up in our next recording. Is it for good? Is it for bad? There's only one way you can find out. Right, Amy, it's been a joy having you on. Welcome.
Thanks, guys.
You Exy Beast, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.